And I return to Let's Play Cities Skylines. My software crashed, and I don't know how long I had been talking without anything being recorded. But you didn't miss anything. Fires everywhere. I put down another helicopter depot for the fires. Immediately, all three of the helicopters went off to do whatever. We had an earthquake. Caused a little bit of a collapse back in the zoo. What else? Oh yeah, tsunami. Again. Very small one, creeping on its way up there. In fact, I caught it. And then, about when it started getting up here to drown these, that's when the lady told me that, hey, there's a tsunami on its way. I added a road here. Started developing that. That's about it. Yeah. Check on trains. Let's check on trains. Okay, trains are clear. Good. They're only clear because at the end of last episode, I had to delete another train. And now, we are really having a problem. The in and out on this is pretty crazy. I wish I could see how much money this thing is making. Anyway, what we're going to do this time, maybe, if I can stop being interrupted and my recording software stays with me, we're going to try building an airport. I don't know that this is a good idea, but we're going to do it anyway. Airport. Airport. Cargo airport. Cargo airport hub. Hangars and loading platforms allow goods to be transported for trucks and trains. Oh. Whereas this is for trucks. I see. So this, okay. So how does one connect this in such a way to be with the trains? Slope is too steep. And it needs to be by railroad. Okay. So I guess I could put that here so that it connects into this, and I really don't want to create a diamond. You know what? Let's not even. Although, how many more fields? I mean, it kind of sucks that each terminal is its own airstrip field, and you can't just have sort of its own thing. What is this actually? How does this connect? I want to see how this actually connects. Okay, so that is the airstrip, as one would assume. I feel like this is going to be very expensive with very little reward. I don't know, something just tells me. Okay, well, let's grab... Let's grab it right here, we'll say. And we're going to do a little bit of something and start bending it this way so that it goes like this. Like this. Then we can go straight from here. And we will have, I guess, the main terminal. Boy, you know, should I do it? I feel like I should do another major turnout here. Let's let the game run. We'll do parking. We will do... Let's actually pull this off, say, about here. And we're going to let this go for a ways. And then we'll grab something like you. And we'll grab... I don't know how far I had that one go out. Alright. Let's grab you as being sort of the central one. I'll be the first central one. And let's see, how do airports usually get laid out? They're kind of all over the place, and we need... I mean, this is one that I could actually just kind of let connect. just for the sake of it. And then this one, I mean, going under the highway is not actually ideal. But where else could I hook up? I guess I could hook up there, then we're going under the train tracks. Also not ideal. Here would be an unobtrusive water main. We'll just send it off this way. There. All right. Yeah. So then we're going to have cargo airport. I don't know, should I do like a triangle? How big is this one? I actually kind of do want to put this in here. I think we're going to have real problems trying to make it work. I guess I could do a branch off that way. Snap anywhere? Alright, we'll go with it. What about that is definitely not going to work. Okay, well, that sucks. Steep. 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 Ah! So, the problem with having this in here anyhow, no one appears to be using this regardless. The problem with having this here is how obnoxious it is to get it anywhere from here. In fact, this would kind of be almost an industrial area, I would say. I mean, yes and no. I suppose it would be controlled. Maybe, since we don't want parking on the side, maybe something like this. I don't know. I'm just trying to keep it from looking like it is a city street. And this really is another highway candidate, isn't it? Okay, well, if we're going to do that, we're really looking into changing some of this stuff. Let's grab this. So now we got an issue here. I guess the inner lane can just be the loop around. Mathematics-wise, it's not great, but it still works. And traffic is light enough out here, I think we're okay. Except I want to come back in here, well, but if it's highway... Okay. This is a thing, not that, where in a certain area becomes... Let's have the slow down. A certain area of the highway becomes sort of a residential with a turn lane. Not quite residential. What am I saying here? City street? I don't know. Yeah, so we'll keep it like that, and then we'll continue on. What do you mean I can't upgrade to this type? Oh, probably because I was already. Yeah. Well, this is another thing we're going to have to think about there. Probably also coming up on this, we're going to be slowing down a bit. Maybe to like this. I would also argue we want to slow down a little bit here. because it will end up being a crossing.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
I think it's just talking about... I wish it took you to the actual incident. I see no one drown anymore. Was it this? There was a little bit of wave that came through here, but no one seems to be underwater. I have no idea what it's talking about. So we'll ignore it. Anyone coming in yet? No. We do have some people that look like they're going out, though. That's mildly encouraging. Can I get some parking lots in here? Actually, I can. Don't really want it to be on the inner gate like that. So in airports, there are definitely gates and sort of loop-arounds to various areas. For example, it would probably be more likely that I would have parking on this side. Well, I mean, first of all, this main road would not be here, and then you'd have like an entryway. Ooh. So I wonder if I could use a toll road to get into the parking area. I mean, it doesn't work that way in this game because these, as I say, are actually parks, not parking lots. This is a custom asset. Someone just made it a certain way. But you know what? Let's go ahead and just put these down over here then. Let's maybe separate it a little bit. Separate by one? Yeah, then I can add something in the middle. I don't know. And then that way I can have like a gate, because you don't want people just wandering in to your airport. That is very poor security. Okay. So who's here? People are here. Expert at... Oh, they work here. They work here. Oh, hey, our first plane. I wonder if you can actually make, like, an airport by connecting these. If they will taxi that way.
A tsunami has struck the city.
I kind of think no.
Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water
they
recedes.
Won't touch. They are not meant to go together, which is disappointing. I could do one on this side. Maybe the cargo terminal on this side? You just touched down and looped. You didn't do anything. Passengers basically just jumped off and whoa. That's a lot of yellow hat tourists over here. Where'd you all come from? Where are you all going, Moors? I see. Okay. So maybe this is a little bit too long. This would be a great place for a bus stop. If I was into the long distance bus thing. More, it would be good for getting into the metro. If I were to actually connect up the metro properly. I could have some metro connect over to here, and then they could get onto the train. I'm sold. Let's do it. Metro man. Right there. Okay. But it comes to this side, so they still have to cross to get to this. Okay, well, I'll put in some walking path or something. We will keep it on the terminal side. And then we'll do... can I just get that centered? Just... Nope. Nope. Okay. Let's do... you. Let's do something fancier. I feel like this is going to be too short. But it's not. Good. Like... here? Now, this works, but it doesn't work, because they will not cross the street. So, we need to do a thing. hopefully... Okay, it does. Good. Yeah. Just... not quite. Bike lanes. Well, no one's going to be biking up here, so to make this make more sense, let's actually now come over to here. And I would argue this is still quite the distance to force someone to walk. In fact, can we tighten this up even more? So let's grab this parking. We'll go, can I get you to... So we're talking like 3 away? Yeah, more or less. And then we come in here with this thing. Right up at the front. There you go, there you go. Much, much better. And that doesn't have to be eyeballed at all, and then they can get right onto here, and then we will just connect you up to the network, and rail, and down, and probably a big curve. So let's actually talk maybe going straight like that. For this far? Just trying to see what I can maybe get away with here. How about we do that? And by God, that is expensive. Did you see that? 31,000 just for this. Just to get that far. God, that is insane. Grab... Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no. Something like that. I don't like that. Nope, nope, nope. That one. That works, and then we just go straight. Not quite. There we go. Okay. Metro line. Going purely from here to... shoot. Well, I guess it would be here. And then back. Perfect, perfect. So let's look at the metros. And we need to change that line color to something that is distinct. And we will call this... airport to park. It doesn't really matter, it's just airport to train station. And that is all it does, is it just shuttles people back and forth. So that we prevent this mass exodus. And, you know, if they need to get down here, I guess that's where we can kind of do a loop here, and then eventually when I build me a metro station, they can come down to Royal Court. And somehow, some way, I'm going to have to connect all these things up. You know, again, with the loops, and then the one line that goes between stops, connecting. I mean, I haven't done a very good job of that at all. Like, this place isn't connected at all to the metro, so having people come to work here, it's not... I need to just do something like that. So maybe we'll spend an episode working on all of that. Working on public transport. Because we need it at some point. Right, what was I doing? Okay, let it run now. And now we will come above ground. Come up. Can we get above ground for once? Why? I'm dealing with an airport here. I don't need to see the damn metro. I guess it's just showing me all of my public transport right now. Right. This. I'd branch this off somehow. We're not peons anymore, okay? This? Let's pull it back. There you go. Okay, now let's try and get you. Ah, you bastard. Space is already occupied. It's got to be straight. What about... Oh, no. Doing a Popeye. Alright, well in that case we'll just come in here. Just make it straight for a while. And to like there? That good enough? Hey. It's good enough for now. Oh, I see where the rail comes in. Okay. This is very awkward. Maybe we'll push it further down the valley.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Alright. Yeah, hold on. In this case, we want this to be... Too bad I don't have a turn lane here. Well, in that case, I guess it would just be regular road, wouldn't it? Alternatively, let's make it industrial. Just for a little variety and something. Make it worth time. Alright, and then we'll grab this, and now we'll try and make a nice little somehow connection in there. Perfect. Grab you, and we'll just send it down the line. Alright. I am not a fan connecting this up, but I suppose we can do it. And just basically repeat this so that it goes, but if it needs to go that way, that's the problem. Is it possible to make a rail roundabout? How would that even work? I guess you'd need a rail. I don't know. Let me actually just look. This is gonna look awful, I'm sure, but does it even work to just... No, see, because it's got to come in at an angle. You can't just do a straight across, straight into it. It needs something of a curve. So... We'll come back to that, which this isn't really helpful now, because it is a cargo airport that is kind of lost. I guess I could do another line here, and then maybe bend this around to the backside cargo that then ramps. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we'll kind of do a little bit of a triangle there, and then we'll do a secondary passenger over here. Provided 86. I don't know. Is that? I mean, it's probably not at all profitable. Let's budget. Not at all. Are we just giving away airline tickets for free? What the shit? God. We are getting some interesting coming out here, though. That is a thing. Right. Trucks. Alright, so let's try... I'll let it run now. And then we'll try... doing a thing. It looks so bad. There we go. Slightly better. Only slightly. So then we want to... There's a lot of truck traffic there. So maybe something like this. Yeah, that actually looks pretty natural. Let's put in the next airline. Of course, you bastards. I had this nice little loop. Alright. I should have known better. Grab you. How about here? Now we'll come in. Let's see. Airport. You know, airport isn't even really... I'm just putting this in for my own sake. What is that? No, that's the wrong one. I'm putting this in for my own sake, really, because it's not even... I don't think we want to have approaches that close to the building. In fact, I feel like that would be some kind of violation. You need to have a little bit of a takeoff. Right over the tower. Right over the opposing tower. I don't know. It will be okay. It has to, because I'm not going to do it again. Something a little bit longer, I guess. There you go. Still round. Now.
A tsunami has struck the city.
All right.
Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water
I'm going to have to see this
recedes.
with my own eyes because I don't know where this is anymore. Unless it's a rogue wave that is coming through town. Oh, you know what? There's a thing for this. No, not radio coverage. Destruction. Well, I mean destruction. Not exactly. Seeing that. Disaster detection. There you go. Aha. No. Maybe. No. But that is high, and we can turn this off now. So we got that one. It was almost a disaster. I did notice another. Multiple problems. Death and crime. Possibly related. That is very unfortunate because this is one of those nice, high-density, very well developed areas, but c'est la vie. Death wave, death wave, death wave. And death wave has taken out some very large buildings. You can tell because now we have a bunch of small buildings smattered around. Like this, for example. That is very unfortunate. Where was I? Right, I was looking for this stupid tsunami, and I can't see it. I see nothing even remotely close to water, so I don't know. Let it run. Let the simulation run. See, this is another perfect example of something that, like a train station, would benefit highly from having, multiple landing strips. So that you could actually create sort of a network and whatnot, as opposed to requiring separate terminals and the like. Just more evidence of the patchwork that this game actually is. Ooh, look at that. Not bad, not bad. 106. We're probably putting some pretty heavy weight on this now. 500? Okay, well. We don't have a bus coming down here anymore. Would it be worth putting it back in now that I'm doing this? I don't know. Definitely think I could benefit from a loop off of it, though, coming this way and then splitting off down to this way as well, into the old town central. Oi! What is the deal? I want to know what the deal is with crime. I guess let's actually look at the thing, the real thing. Crime. Crime is so low. We have jail capacity. What? I mean, for real, what's going on here? The HQ has got half its force out. We literally had a station down here. Okay, they were actually pretty overbooked. There's no reason that this couldn't be helping out, though. They're overbooked, too. They're almost completely using their stuff. Well, aside from putting another... apparently I need one in this area, another police station in this area, because it's where all the crime buildings are. But, like you're right here, and you are not fully used in all of your police cars. Why can you not get there? I don't... How does that correlate? How is crime so big right now when it's literally not? I think what it is... What just happened there? What was that? What just happened there? That wave of negativity. Oh, we had disasters. Disasters in the park. The park is very profitable. Can I click on the thing that's actually... There you go, thank you. So far, the park has been very profitable. And it is looking like it's going to go all the way to level 5. Well, it was profitable. Unless I mistook that 1 for a 7 the first time I looked at it. Oh, now it's... Yeah, you're definitely going to come... And that's exactly what it is. It's the game is setting tree density on fire. That's what it is. It has to be. Because everywhere I put down tons of trees, always catches on fire. And it's not... It's the trees that I put down, because this stuff doesn't catch on fire. This stuff doesn't catch on fire. But when I fill in a lot of greenery... catches on fire. So maybe, well, that brush, though, that spreads it all out, isn't... Oh my god. We've got to deal with this. I've got to do something about this train. This just doesn't work here. I've got to find a way to get... Well, I mean, like I said, it's got to be a branch off of here that gets them going to here. Which we could just plow completely underground and then poke a tunnel out somewhere. I gotta create a bypass. There's no way. We have too much traffic, too much cross traffic here. So I'd need almost like a double bypass lane here. We just have too many people going up to that. So... Okay, I was gonna say, there's no reason you should be stuck there. Horrible. Horrible. What happened here? I guess we just lost demand. We're seeing a lot of that, actually. Okay, well, whilst we're here, before we close... Now that we've lost all of our production and money is rapidly dwindling, as I just said, putting in density is going to catch things on fire. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this little thing. See how long it takes for this to catch fire. It's science, not stupidity, right? If you learn something from it, It's okay. Damn the cost of human life. We're learning. Omelets and eggs and all that. Okay, well. That's still got a little bit of water in it. That's good. How many people? Okay, that's good. I have absolutely no idea if this is good. And then, of course, this is not doing anything. Let's turn this off because I do not have this hooked up to rail. Therefore, it is not doing anything, although it kind of looks like it is. You know, these are bringing in loads. So, despite the fact that it's not hooked up, well, it said it's road and rail. It's a combo. So really having two of these, although I don't know, they're both doing business, so I'm hesitant to mess with it. And I don't know if... See, this just isn't busy enough to justify a second one. The only reason I'd be putting a second one over here is for symmetry. And in all reality, I do believe that this is probably excessive, mostly because of the money it is costing me. You probably only need two. Like this one, because it's road and rail, and then this one. But that doesn't make an airport. Not that this does either. We could do a helicopter pad in here. We still have other airporty options, like a blimp. I'd kind of like to do a blimp. Mostly just so that I can blimp from here to here to here. That's pretty much it. So we'll add in a few other things here just to spice this up, make it look busy. Did you just take off from here? I think it did. Hold on, I need to... Cargo hub. So yeah, it did. So they're all seeing planes. It's just profitability is absolutely non-existent. It's okay, we don't care. As long as the city overall is making money, that is fine. Thanks. And demand is down all across the board. Is this actually industry? Like, what is this? Doesn't count for taking people. Alright. Yeah, see, guys, just the way this works right now, I'm hesitant, very, very hesitant to have even more train traffic coming in here. I could have that tunnel through and have something going this way. In fact, well, I was going to say you don't have to have it come out here. It could just be end of the line, and then only traffic on this lane comes in and out of there. That would alleviate that. But then what happens when you got this line that wants to be connected to it? Questions. And I don't know that I mean, I could bypass this by just having another one here that comes through this way and hooks up via whatever. Oh, God. Planning rail is a beast on its own. But at least our sports are winning, so that's something. Okay, time to end this one here. I'll see you next time.